Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I want to talk about pitching, and in fact this is the first video in a series about pitching. These are the clubs from my set, and I've got 4 different pitching clubs. They're all different lofts and roughly 4 degrees difference in each of the lofts, so I can do different things with them. What we're going to do is, to start off with, we're going to focus on setting up and then move into, with other videos, into the swing and how we actually use each of these. The setup though is pretty much the same with all the clubs unless we start playing some specialty shots. So if I just use my pitching wedge, and some of the things about setup that apply to all of these, first of all, you hold the club the same as you would for every other shot. You can make some minor modifications with pitching, but let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep it the same grip. If you're not exactly sure of your grip, or you want to just check it, then have a look at some other videos and you'll be able to check that for yourself. If I'm aiming for the flag just out in front of me there, the one that's on a bit of an angle, when I set myself up, rather than aiming myself straight at the pin, I'm actually going to aim myself a little bit to the left of it. So with my alignment to begin with, rather than setting myself straight at the target, I'm actually going to aim up so that my body is a little bit to the left. So now I've got a normal grip. I've got my body aiming a little bit to the left. So that's my feet, my knees, my hips and my shoulders. It's really only a small amount, and in fact if you set up square to the target, that's going to be fine. Looking from front on, some of the differences between the pitch shot setup and the full shot setup are at address. With a normal full shot swing, my stance is going to be roughly about 30 to 40 centimeters between my heels. So it's wider than what it will be with a pitch, and my upper body's going to lean slightly away from the target at the start. Pitching's different. When I set myself up, I want to set myself up with my feet very close together for all but the longer pitches. So all my short shots, my feet are going to be quite close together. In fact, they're only about a shoe width apart. The ball position's in the center of my stance, and my upper body here, when I set myself up, I'm looking to keep my spine quite straight. So I'm not going to tilt away from the target. There might appear to be a small lean, but we're looking to minimize that. So when I set myself up, if I'm not sure of how I'm leaning, I can stand straight. I could even just allow my hands just to rest down. I can just touch my knees there, so I know my upper body must be straight. And then I'm setting myself up exactly the same way. Now also at address, we can see that both arms are slightly bent. So my elbows are pointing toward my hips. My right elbow toward my right hip, left elbow toward my left hip. So now when I'm setting myself up, I'm a little bit closer to the ball. I'm aiming left, and I'm setting up for a precision movement rather than a power movement. So again, key points with setup: stance alignment is either square or a little bit left, like 5 or 10 degrees at the very most to my target. My ball position's in the middle of my feet. My balance is either even on both feet or maybe favoring my front foot a little bit. And again, this is all to help with my stability. So now I'm set and I'm ready to play my shot. And nearly hit the pin. So in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the motion itself.